Edmond Dantes, a young sailor, arrived on Elba. It was the year 1814. He carried a secret mission. Napoleon Bonaparte awaited him. Napoleon, the exiled emperor, entrusted Dantes with a letter. This letter held the key to Napoleon's return. Dantes, loyal and brave, vowed to deliver it. His heart brimmed with hope. He dreamt of returning to Marseille. There, his beloved Mercedes awaited. Little did he know, treachery simmered in the hearts of men he called friends. Fernand Mondego, consumed by envy. Danglars, driven by greed. Their betrayal awaited him at home. Dantes returned to Marseille, a hero's welcome anticipated. Instead, darkness swallowed him whole. Fernand, harboring a desperate love for Mercedes, saw an opportunity. Danglars, coveting Dantes' position, fueled the fire of betrayal. Together, they crafted a lie. Dantes, they claimed, was a Bonapartist conspirator. He was arrested on his wedding day. The world crumbled around him. His cries of innocence fell on deaf ears. The authorities, influenced by his supposed friends, condemned him. Chateau, a notorious island prison, became his living tomb. Years bled into an endless procession of sunrises and sunsets. Dantes, stripped of his freedom, clung to sanity. The cold, damp walls of Chateau echoed with his despair. Hope, once a burning flame, flickered and threatened to die. He railed against his fate. He cursed the names of his betrayers, Fernand, Danglars, and the magistrate who condemned him, Vilfor, each name a searing brand on his soul. Despair threatened to consume him entirely, yet even in the darkest depths the human spirit can surprise. Dantes found solace in unexpected places. He befriended an old prisoner, Abbé Faria. The abbé, a scholar and a priest, became Dantes' mentor. He ignited a spark of hope in Dantes' weary heart. Abbé Faria, a beacon in the darkness, shared his vast knowledge. He taught Dante history, languages, and science. He trained him in swordsmanship, shaping him into a formidable fighter. Most importantly, he nurtured Dantes' mind, keeping despair at bay. The abbé confided in Dante. He spoke of a hidden treasure buried on the remote island of Monte Cristo. This treasure, he claimed, was his legacy to Dante. Years passed. The bond between the two men deepened into a profound friendship, but fate, it seemed, was not done toying with Dante. The abbé, weakened by years of imprisonment, fell gravely ill. With his dying breath, he revealed the exact location of the Monte Cristo treasure. "It is yours," he gasped. "Use it wisely." Dante, heartbroken yet resolute, swore to honor his friend's memory. The abbé's death shattered Dante. Grief threatened to drown him, but something shifted within him. Grief morphed into steely resolve. The treasure, once a distant dream, became a lifeline. It represented a chance for freedom, a chance for revenge. Dante planned his escape. He took the abbé's place in the burial sack, a risky gamble for freedom. His heart pounded as he was tossed into the sea. He sliced through the canvas, emerging into the cold, dark water. He swam for his life, reaching the surface, gasping for air. Freedom, so long elusive, was finally his. But Edmond Dantes, the naive young sailor, was gone. In his place stood a new man, hardened, resourceful, and consumed by a thirst for vengeance. Section 5, Rebirth and Riches, the emergence of the Count of Monte Cristo. Dante reached Monte Cristo, a rugged island shrouded in mystery. He located the treasure just as Abbé Faria described. Gold, jewels, and priceless artifacts glittered before him. He was now immensely wealthy, his pockets deeper than he could have imagined. But wealth was merely a tool, a weapon to be wielded. He adopted the identity of the Count of Monte Cristo. This was his mask, his shield. He spent years traveling, honing his skills. He became a master swordsman, a skilled marksman, and a cunning strategist. He learned the intricacies of finance, the art of manipulation. He built a network of informants, gathering information like weapons. His enemies, he knew, thrived in the Parisian society he now aimed to conquer. He would become their equal, their superior, before he brought them down. Section 6, Fernand, a web of deceit unraveled. Fernand, now the Count de Morcerf, basked in the success built on betrayal. He had married Mercedes, Dantes' beloved. He had achieved wealth and status, all built on a foundation of lies. Dantes, as the Count of Monte Cristo, exposed Fernand's darkest secret. Years ago, Fernand betrayed his benefactor, the Pasha of Yanina, selling him and his daughter into slavery. The scandal rocked Parisian society. Fernand, stripped of his titles and honor, faced ruin. Mercedes, heartbroken and disillusioned, finally learned the truth of Dantes' imprisonment. She saw the man she loved, albeit transformed, standing before her. But it was too late. Fernand, consumed by shame and despair, took his own life. Dante watched, an icy satisfaction settling in his heart. 1 down, 2 to go. Section 7. Vilfor, justice served, cold and calculating. Vilfor, the cunning magistrate, had risen to the position of procureur du roi. He was a man of law, yet he had condemned an innocent man to preserve his own reputation. Dante knew Villefort's weakness, his ambition, his unwavering pursuit of power. The Count, with surgical precision, exposed a long-hidden secret. Years ago, Villefort had an illegitimate child, a product of an affair he desperately wanted concealed. This revelation, strategically leaked to Villefort's enemies, proved devastating. Villefort, his carefully constructed world crumbling, descended into madness. He witnessed the death of his wife and son, driven to despair by the Count's machinations. Dante observed, his heart a cold, hard stone. Villefort's downfall, fueled by ambition and deceit, was complete. Section 8. Danglars' avarice punished, fortune reversed. Danglars, now the Baron Danglars, had amassed a vast fortune. He was a ruthless banker, driven by insatiable greed. The Count, a master of finance, knew how to strike at the heart of Danglars' empire. He manipulated the stock market, orchestrating a series of financial disasters that brought Danglars to his knees. Step by step, the Count stripped Danglars of his wealth, his possessions, and his standing. Danglars, once a man of immense wealth and power, was reduced to begging for scraps. He was a shell of his former self, his spirit broken. Dante, observing Danglars' downfall, felt a surge of grim satisfaction. He had tasted his revenge, meted out with calculated precision. His enemies were broken, their lives shattered, but was this enough? Section 9. The Shadow of Revenge. Can true happiness coexist with vengeance? Dante had achieved his goal, his enemies had paid for their crimes, yet a hollowness gnawed at him. The satisfaction of revenge proved to be a fleeting thing. The years of planning, the intricate schemes had taken their toll. He had become a master manipulator, a puppet master pulling the strings of others' lives. But in the process, had he become a monster himself? The faces of his enemies, haunted by despair, flickered in his mind. He saw Fernand's anguish, Villefort's descent into madness, and Danglars' broken spirit. Was this justice, or had he become an agent of destruction, perpetuating a cycle of pain and suffering? The question lingered, a shadow over his supposed triumph. Section 10. A change of heart, forgiveness found, love rekindled. Dante, grappling with his inner demons, encountered Haydée. She was the daughter of the Pasha of Yanina, the man Fernand had betrayed. Years ago, Dante had purchased her freedom from slavery. Now, she was a beautiful, intelligent young woman. She saw through his mask, recognizing the good man that still resided within him. Her compassion, her unwavering belief in his inherent goodness, chipped away at the wall around his heart. He confessed his true identity, revealing the depths of his pain and the consuming nature of his revenge. Haydée, instead of fear or judgment, offered him understanding. She helped him see that forgiveness, while difficult, was not impossible. Could he forgive those who had wronged him, and in doing so, finally forgive himself? Section 11. Beyond Revenge, a vow to embrace goodness and light. Dante, touched by Haydée's love and guided by her wisdom, embarked on a new path. He realized that true justice was not about vengeance, but about seeking atonement and making amends. He used his wealth to help others, to right wrongs, and to bring joy to those who deserved it. He aided the innocent, supported the downtrodden, and fought against injustice wherever he found it. He sailed away with Haydée, leaving behind the darkness that had consumed him for so long. The Count of Monte Cristo, a symbol of vengeance, faded into legend. In his place stood Edmond Dantes, a man reborn, his heart finally open to love, forgiveness, and the enduring power of hope. He had stared into the abyss and emerged, scarred but not broken, ready to embrace a brighter future.